Hare Krishna, this is Bhakta Michael from ISKCON in Vrindavan. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about aspects of chanting because we just done a poll, and on the poll chanting was a subject that was felt to be of priority. It was more of a general question, but I'm going to deal with various aspects to chanting to see if I can help you to move forward with your own chanting. When I reflect back on all the questions that people ask me, I'd say one of the most popular questions about chanting I have is, how do I stop being distracted? What I would like to say first of all is, everyone gets distracted. I get distracted. And it happens, it's a natural process of how the Maya mind works. Maya Devi, she distracts us. But why does Maya Devi exist? Because Lord Krishna sent Maya Devi to us. Why did he send Maya Devi to us? To see how distracted we're going to be, or how much spiritualized we're going to be with our lives. But Maya Devi is used in a way that not only distracts us, but helps us actually to refocus. So every time we get distracted, rather than getting annoyed, rather than getting upset, rather than getting frustrated, just accept, okay, I got distracted, now I just need to go a little bit deeper. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, how can we focus on our chanting so that we are possibly less distracted? There's a few ways you can do it. Firstly, when chanting, it's not just about doing a meditation for ourselves. Often we do chant because we need to be calmer, we need to be more relaxed, we need to feel that stillness. But this is actually the wrong way to look at it, because we, living in the material world, wants everything for us, me, I. I desire to be able to chant, I desire to be peaceful, I desire to be meditative. But actually chanting isn't about me. It took me a long time to realise this, a long time to realise this. Especially the pressures that some people are felt or feeling when they want to try and chant 16 rounds. And people get into the bad habit of just chanting and chanting and chanting and chanting, trying to feel that peaceful, trying to feel that relaxed, trying hard. But what we learn actually, one of the most important things and realizations that we have, is Lord Krishna has arranged everything in our lives, absolutely everything, and it's very beautiful. And because He's arranged everything in our lives, actually, when we chant His name, it should be just an expression of gratitude and love for the Lord. So the first point I want to raise is, we need to change our approach, rather than chanting for ourselves, but chant just purely out of expression of love for the Lord. And it's very beautiful. And not only do we just chant as an expression of love, but the moment the Lord hears us chanting with love, then He starts to give us Krishna Prem, and it's beautiful. Now we have to be very careful, because we use this word love in our normal day-to-day lives, and sometimes when we use this word, what happens is we don't necessarily have the meaning and the feeling and the heart behind it. Just to give you an idea, you have members of your family, whether it's your partner, whether it's your parent, whether it's your brother or sister or your child, who you have love for. But sometimes, if you're honest with yourself, sometimes you tell them that you love them for the sake of it. Sometimes you say it from your heart. And I'm sure you know for yourself what the difference is when you do it. So, Lord Krishna, He is in our heart. He sits next to your Atma, in your Paramatma, with his beautiful lotus feet. And therefore, sitting inside you, he's witnessing everything that you say and every maha-mantra that you chant. Every feeling that you feel, he knows about. Every distraction you have, he knows about. And he says, it's fine. You see, with Lord Krishna, he's not all about results or outcomes. What he's more interested is endeavouring. What is your endeavour and what is your intent of why you're doing it? And the moment we stop serving me and I and our own ego and start serving the Lord, then we start to experience not only a different aspect to our chanting, but we also start to experience a different type of love with the Lord. We then start going into a heart love relationship rather than through words. I can't tell you how many visitors to the mandir who I talk to, who I say, how much do you love Lord Krishna? And they say, to infinity, to infinity, and to infinity. But then when I speak with them and delve a little bit deeper and try to establish what their lives are about, they work 8 to 10 hours a day, they spend 3 to 4 hours on their mobile phone, so that's taking up 12 odd hours a day. And I ask them, you love Lord Krishna that amount, how much time do you spend with Lord every day? And we're down to small minutes, 4, 5, 10 minutes a day. So I would say to you, if you loved your mother or your partner or your child or your brother for only 5 minutes every day, what would they say to you? I would say they would be very disappointed. And it's the same with Lord Krishna. He's not disappointed in our case, he just says, okay, that's all that person wants to give. But the moment you start chanting from your heart, you're starting to feed him with the maha-mantra, with love. You're feeding your Paramatma with love. And it's so, so beautiful. And it takes our chanting onto a new level that you've never ever experienced before. And this is the whole thing, is how we can develop our chanting, our love for the Lord, in a way that you've never chanted before. And slowly but surely, you become more focused on your chanting. You actually have a different feeling about it, because it's less of a struggle. Because whenever we do something for someone else from our heart, it's more selfless rather than a selfish act. It's the same difference between working for money and doing charity work. When you do work for money, well, would they pay you would you do the job if they don't pay you? I would say no. But when you do the work from your heart for charitable reasons, then what you find is you just want to do it and give and give. And this is what he's trying to instill with us. So, back to the original point about chanting and distractions. What Lord Krishna is doing is trying to bring us that little bit closer. So he's giving you this challenge of being distracted to get you to go a little bit deeper with your chanting. And this is how you can start to progress that little bit further. There are lots of other ways that I like to share with you, and I'll do that in future videos, but for tonight I feel that covers that aspect very nicely. But if you have some questions, please post them on the comments once it's uploaded, and then I can also see how I can respond to those. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.